Okay, so we're going to continue on with our units or lesson for the volume and the surface area. So we have done the surface area. Right now we're going to work on the volume. The volume of a cylinder. Okay, so volume of a cylinder. Again, explain to me, what is a cylinder made of?
Two circles and one rectangle.
So two circles and a lateral surface that's kind of a shape of a rectangle. That's right. Now, if I'm looking at a volume, so how much space does it take, or how much space does it fit in it, or you can fit in it? So what would you think the formula would be if I'm this shape right here? That's a very bad cylinder, but still. Yeah. So basically, you're going to look at the area of the base, right, which is the area of your circle. And the area of the circle is pi r squared, right? And then because it's volume, we multiply by the height of the cylinder, okay? So this is where they came up with the formula. It's pi r squared h. That's the area of the base. And then times the height, okay? So the question says a can of tomato sauce has a radius of 3.8 centimeter and a height of 10.2 centimeter. What is the volume of the can? It's easy, just plugging in the formulas, right? So the volume is pi r squared h. The given to me, so I know that the radius is 3.8. And I know that the height is 10.2. And I'm looking for the volume. So all I have to do is I have to plug the values in. And what would be your answer for this?
462.7.
What is it, sorry?
462.7 centimeters squared.
462.7 centimeter cube.
Oh, cube, sorry.
Right? Cube.
Yes, we divide the pi r squared h divided by area back. What is that? I divided by area of that.
Nothing. You don't divide it by anything. This is the area of the base right here. That's the area of the base.
Oh, okay.
So there is a bonus here. So this is a unit in centimeter cube. Usually when we're talking about liquid or material, right, we say this fits 500 mil or 250 mil or whatever amount of mil or liters, right? We explain them or we use the unit mil or liters. How can I convert that centimeter cube into liters? So this is what the question is asking you. How many liters will that be? So this is where your conversion skills have to come in. So if you look at your the first page of the formula sheet, so the purple sheet, you'll see that somewhere, which is right here at the bottom, it says that 1 liter is in centimeter cube is equal to 1,000 centimeter cube. Okay? So this is when you read that, when you read it, it says liter, centimeter cube, 1,000. So liter, centimeter cube, 1,000. Okay? So that means for every 1 liter, it's equal to 1,000 centimeter cube. Okay? So that means every 1 liter is equal to 1,000 centimeter cube. How many centimeter cubes do I have?
462.
462.7, right? So if I'm going to convert this to liter, this is how I do it. So I put the centimeter cube under the centimeter cube. This is how I set it up. I don't know how many liters is that. Okay? So, I'm sure you've learned it in a different way, but this is one way that I've learned it when I was in my grade 5, 6, and then I still remember it because it's more like visual form.
Very similar then?
I set it up, sorry.
No, sorry.
I set it up where the liter is under the liter, centimeter cube under centimeter cube, and then cross multiply. So I multiply, and then I divide this way. So it's always, you're gonna cross multiply the two numbers that you have, and then you're gonna divide across. So that means I am multiplying 462.7 centimeter cube times 1 liter, and I'm dividing by 1,000 centimeter cube. You see in this case, my units are going to cancel, right? Which is I'm going to be left with, what unit I'm left with? Liter, and that's what I'm looking for. Perfect. So that's going to be 462.7 divided by 1,000, so that's going to be 0.467, oh sorry, 27. Of a liter. Okay? I'm sure you probably learned it in a different way. You feel free
It doesn't
to
matter
use,
what
as
time.
long as I get the right answer, I don't care how you guys do it. Okay? This is my way, this is how I usually do it in order for me to be able to get it.
I just moved it from here, I just moved the decimal point.
Because you're dividing by 1,000, right?
Or
Yes.
1,000.
Are we okay with this? So a lot of time in geometry, the units like that we have, like the measurement that we take, and then we go to the store and then we try to buy stuff, it's not going to be in the same unit, in the same measurement that we have taken. So we have to do conversion, and conversion is one of the very important things that you should learn. Okay, so second question is asking you if a large tin can have a volume of 3,240 centimeter cube. If the can has, oh my God, I'm reading can, not can. Okay, that's right. If the can has a diameter of 15.56 centimeter, what is the height of the can? So what do we start with?
Here
We
you
have
get
the
the radius,
We have
and then you find the area of the can. So, and then you plug in B is equal to H, and that's your height. You just,
Okay. So let's start first with what's given to us,
yes.
okay? Because we're gonna have to set up our question,
Yeah.
but I do get what you're trying to say. You're trying to find the area of the base and then from there move to that, okay? But the first thing I have to find is
the radius.
the radius because I know the diameter is 15.56. So what would be my radius?
9.78.
So I divide that by 2, and that will be 9.78. Perfect. Okay. So my given are
Which one?
The radius.
Oh, 7.
shouldn't be
7.
9, yeah, because
Sorry,
9
I
is
wrote
8.
it- I wrote it in a weird way.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's-
I know. After I'm thinking about it, it's 15. 9 is 18. So you said 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
7.78.
Okay. Now, what are my given? So I know the radius, and I know the volume. And I'm looking for the height. So you see now I'm not writing that G and that R, but I'm still following the same steps, right? Okay. What's the formula for because I know the volume, I'm gonna have to use the formula for the volume, right? So what's the formula for volume of a cylinder?
Pi r squared times height.
So this is my analysis, right? I'm not writing A, but this is my analysis. Now to solve, I have to plug in the given information into the corresponding letter. So I know that V is 3240. And I know that R is 7.78. Do I know what H is? No. So if I want to look for H, what do I do?
You divide pi r squared to the height.
I divide by pi r squared, right? So
So you
I,
divide the volume.
yes, by,
Oh, I did it. Up.
you did the opposite way?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have to divide both sides by pi times 7.78 squared so you can get rid of it. Right? So if I'm gonna write this in a more elaborate way, I have to divide both sides by this. Right? Because then this cancels, so I'm left with h by itself. Okay? So can you guys do that for me? Make sure that when you do the denominator, you put it in brackets. Otherwise, it won't give you the right answer if you don't put it in brackets.
17.04. What's the height? Centimeters.
Make sure you put the bottom in brackets. No.
Like that?
Yeah, yours worked out like that. This one.
17.02. 04, yes.
Where's your pi button?
It's gonna be 3.
All right. So the only thing that it's missing is the therefore statement, right? Therefore, the height is 17.0. Make sure you include your units.
Yes, can you explain that part again?
What part?
The you cross multiply.
Yeah. So you want to get rid of that, right? You want to get rid of the pi 7.78 squared because you want to leave h by itself, right? So what do I have here between the pi times 7.78 squared with the h? What's happening here? Multiplying, addition, subtraction, division. What's happening here? Here. What's happening?
Division.
Here.
Multiplying.
Multiplying, right? So I'm multiplying between the pi times 7.78 squared times h, right? So to get rid of that, the opposite operation of multiplication is division, right? So that means I have to divide both sides by pi times 7.78 squared, so I can get rid of this. So this is the step-by-step method to it. Are we okay with this?
And it's just centimeter, not centimeter squared.
That's right, because the height is in centimeters, right? What happens here is the centimeter squared is because it's the radius squared. So the radius squared, that gives you centimeter squared. And then times another centimeter for the height, right? Because you have radius squared. So the radius is centimeter squared. And then another centimeter, that gives you centimeter cubed, right? So that's where the centimeter cube is coming from. Are we good with that? Next. Now this might be something that will interest you because your design has a sphere in it,
Yeah.
right? So, so the volume of the sphere is 3 pi r cubed. Okay, so that's the formula for it. 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Okay, so it's only the radius that you need to know, the radius of the sphere, so you are able to find the volume of the sphere. Okay, there's no height, there's nothing else, because the radius is from the center to the outside, which is the same for the sphere everywhere you go. So a spherical exercise ball has a diameter of 1.2 meter. Find the volume. What do you do?
So find the given, which will be
Find the radius, which is what? What's the radius?
0.6.
Yes, so you divide the diameter by 2, which is 0.6 meter. Okay? And then just plug it into the formula. Right? There's nothing into this. So I'm looking for the volume. And the formula is volume equals 4 over 3 pi, and then r cubed. I plug in 0.6. Cube. What do you get for that? 1.5? And what would be the unit? Meters cubed, because it's a ball, right? So what's happening is your radius, guys, there's a reason why it's cubed, right?
Yeah.
So your radius is meter, right? The radius is in meter, and then your radius in the formula is cubed. So what happened is your unit is going to be cubed. That's why. Do we understand that?
Oh, it's meters.
Did you not cube?
I squared it.
Okay, so cube it, because then this answer is not right.
0.9.
0.9?